my peoples? It's your boy Moving Vibes here with another sweet, dope episode of the Monsters featuring Monster Hunter World Iceborne. In this episode, we will be hunting another Titan in the game in Kulve Taroth. It is a siege quest. Those of you who know what siege quests are in Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter in general, siege quests are quests where they require you to complete them in a group. But I've seen other people do this quest on their own. There's some guys that play this game are beasts. Anyway, Kultaroth is a siege quest. So it will sometimes take multiple attempts to defeat Kultaroth. But there's two types as well. There's defeating Kultaroth and just breaking her horns. This quest today in particular, we will be going for breaking her horns. I am prepping a team to get this popping. I will be going through the several steps in the quest to achieve victory against the Kultaroth. And I will teach you a little bit on the monster on its own as well. Alright, ladies and gents, in this area, this specific is not an environment. It is a specific location where you hunt only the Kultaroth, and there she is right there.
There it is, at last. Reminds me of that time.
Right, so gathering rocks or stones, any kind of slinger armor in this quest is essential, because in the beginning of the quest, Kultaroth is susceptible to falling rocks. You know, you can use your slinger to knock down boulders in order to damage her. You'll see right here, I believe I knocked boulders down here. Here she is, Kultaroth. Right there you could see. You throw the rocks, boom, you smack her on the head, she goes down. The objective is to break as many parts on the monster as you can. Kultaroth is massive. And as you could, I don't know if you will see, you'll probably see later on, that backing there is like a gown made of gold. And here we're gonna do a wall bang, boom. And what you do is you hit her arms, her chest, the gown that it's wearing, just made out of gold. All of that there is breakable. Now, this monster is the first monster in the game that has a lot of weaknesses to elements. I think to all of them. But I mainly use fire because there is something specific that happens if you do enough fire damage. Here's another falling rocks attack, or boulders, whatever, you know, I don't know. But here we are doing as much damage as we can. The first step, of course, is to break the plating of her horns. You will see we will break the plating of her horns. That'll give us an opportunity to do a decent additional damage as well. Here I am. She will pop up randomly throughout the map until you figure out, until you've collected enough footprints. And there it is right there. It's called mollify, or she's being mollified. When she's mollified like that, the gold in her skin, or the plating that she wears is heated, so it's softened because of the fire damage. So hence, therefore, I used fire weapons on her. I always try to use, once you hear the Admiral start laughing and say how, you know what I mean, once it starts, basically you've gotten step 1 out of the way, which is do enough damage to get her to go to zone 2. Now here is where you will have to break as many parts as you can on Kultaroth. Here you will damage every single part that you can on her to break it. As you can see here, that's a piece of the plating on her back that I broke. That's another piece right there on the chest area that I broke. That's huge plating, you can see, it's just massive. You can break, damn, freaking tongue twisted as heck today. You can break tons of it. Boom. You just gotta be careful because she hits extremely hard with her attacks. Another breaking of material of the plating there. But almost got right there. One of my partners fainted, man. Alright, as you can see, once you see she roars, and you'll see a little message on the right corner saying retrieve has been stopped. Now here's the trick right here that I like to do. If you can see up there, I would shoot one of those pillars down and hit her on her back. When you do that, as you can see, there's lava erupting. That also do fire damage, additional fire damage. I think it's like 385 damage per every time she's attacked with that lava. Fire damage, and plus what we're gonna be doing. So it's kind of a little trick to get her in that specific spot and knock that boulder down, because she'll get knocked down and staggered. Now when she's digging right here, there'll be a point in the quest if you break her entire gown, she'll dig underground and burrow, and when she emerges, all of those parts that you broke on her gown will be revitalized. So that's another way to do kind of, I guess, bonus damage on her to re-break the parts. Again, she's mollified, as you can see, because of the fire damage that she received. As you can see, what we're trying to do here is break as many parts as we can still, because there is if you do not break parts on her, no matter how much damage you do to her head, which is, like I said, the objective is to break her horns, you will not get to that part. Here a little flashiness, you know, has a little I believe it is like a Bushido, I forgot it's called, I think it's like a Bushido slash, sort of in a counter attack with the longsword. If you time it just right, it will ignore the knockback effect on an attack. As you can see, there's chunks and chunks of her that is broken off of her cloak. There we are, we broke it. But like I said, sometimes it will take multiple attempts. So she retreated and she escaped. I get right back into it though, you know. I tried to look for a group, but I couldn't. So this is actually my first attempt on breaking her horns on my own. You know, that group and I, we did a lot of damage, so I was like, you know what, let me see if I can do it on my own. That was a wall bang right there. Here I am trying to soften her up. I dropped some boulders on her. Even if the boulders hit her on the very end of the tail, it will stagger her, as you can see. And here I am trying to break what the heck is wrong with you? Break the plating on break the plating on her horns. Like I said, that's usually step one. Step one is to break that plating. She's walking faster. As you progress in the siege, she will move faster, so it'll be more difficult to kind of pin her down and get the attacks that you want. So yeah, that's that. Here I am softening her up again. Boom, I just broke the plating off her horns. I'm gonna do additional damage right here to her horns. That's where you actually get the maximum amount of damage from her horns. Smacking her up with the longsword combo. Let's go. Let's go. Like I said, here, since I'm solo, I'm trying to soften her body parts up so that I can break them in phase 2. This is what I was trying to do here, which was with her forearms. There goes some more rocks. I believe I dropped them on her again. Boom. That is specific horn damage right there. She didn't even flinch. I think after a certain amount of time, she won't flinch from wall bangs or the boulders if you catch her a certain amount of times. Here I am trying to break those parts, or prepare to break the parts. You could break them in that phase 1 that you're in the first room, the first labyrinth. But like I said, I ain't an expert. Here she's mollified, and you can see a better a better view on it. That's what she looks like when she's mollified. The gold on her back will it's heated, you know, so it's softer and it's easier to break. Like I said, this is my first attempt at solo. I didn't think I was gonna do it, so alright. There I am, breaking some more of her parts. Breaking another part right there. What I'm wearing, what my hunter is wearing, is the temporal mantle. It negates heavy damage for a limited time. I believe it's just the way they made it in Iceborne is you have a very small boom. There goes the counter attack right there, the counter slash. With the temporal mantle, you have a limited amount of times that you negate damage. Only heavy damage, because certain monsters do chip damage as well. Alright, here's me accomplishing phase 2, breaking enough parts. Mind you, right before that, it said that she was about to retreat, and when it says she's about to retreat, that's pretty much like, yo dude, you better do something before you lose the quest. Alright, here I am again. Like I said, the strategy on the boulder, boom, and she falls right on that little volcano right there. Now what I like to do is here I'm just doing additional damage on her. Boom. Boom. She's mollified now. That means I'll be doing extra damage on her entire gold plating. If she would have beamed me with that, she would have freaking carded me too. Here I am breaking some more parts. Like I said, that's the objective on the fighting Kulve Taroth, is to break as many parts as you can, as fast as you can. Because if not, it's for nothing. There, like I said, set her up right over that volcano. You just do so much more damage. It's super smart. It's super easy. This is how I did it. I mean, this is exactly how I did it, guys. Strategy, a little bit of strategy, you know. Boom, breaking more parts, and boom. This is when she is released from her veil, her golden plating. Now when she's released from this golden plating, she's a lot faster and she does more damage. So yeah, this is when it counts. This is the final labyrinth. The third labyrinth that I didn't get a chance to explain much, but that third labyrinth there is more like a DPS check. You gotta break as many parts as you can. If not, failed. You know what I'm saying? But here is where it counts. Here is where you have to break her horns in the final labyrinth, the fourth labyrinth. So you got to try and focus as much damage as you can on the head. Here I am trying to soften them up, soften the horns up so that I can do additional damage. Boom. Got a beautiful helm breaker there. Boom. Stagger her with a headshot. Let's go. I love that music, dude. That music is so freaking dope. I can hear myself clicking that controller like crazy, man. Because like I said, I was trying to do, I've never done it solo before. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Another great helm breaker. Let's keep those horns softened. I did that like 5 times. times. And I do it again right here. Because I was just trying to keep the horns, keep them softened to increase the damage on that body part. Nice face slash. Boom. Like I said, speed and power. Boom. There we go, ladies and gents. And that is the completion of the Kulve Taroth. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, there are two different Kulve Taroth quests. There is this siege, and then there is defeating Kulve Taroth. Defeating Kulve Taroth is an entire DPS check. This one was more break the parts, break as many parts, do enough head damage, break the horns. The hunting of Kulve Taroth is more difficult because it requires you to do a lot of damage very fast, and it's difficult, and she's way harder too. So anyway, guys, this was another episode of the Monsters featuring the beautiful Kulve Taroth. I freaking love this quest. I don't know about sometimes it gets a little mixed reviews, but I freaking love it. Anyway, guys, I will be going in the future. I will be doing a hunting of Kulve Taroth. Look for that video pretty soon. Guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is my first commentary on vid. Hope you guys like it. If not, let me know. I will go back to the old format. Anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace.